Hi babes. Sorry about my voice. I'm pretty sure it's just allergies, but I'm just gonna go with it. Today I'm going to talk about how to go about getting your license and getting a job as a CNA, travel CNA, whatever, what have you. So first off is you want to get your license, right? Oftentimes, if you're still in high school, some high schools will actually offer the CNA course as part of the curriculum. So just look out for that. If you're not in high school, most technical colleges will offer the program. It's between I want to say 6 and 12-week program. I did the 12-week program in high school. And basically what it is you just go over basic caregiving techniques, how to clean a catheter, how to clean a colostomy, give bed baths, assist in a regular bath or shower. You learn how to help people stand up, sit down, lie down. You learn how to roll people that are completely bedridden, that can't move on their own at all. So you learn how to change depends. We do not use the word diaper in this profession because you're mostly working with adults, and adults don't want to think that they're using something the babies use. So you just have to think about it like that, but that's a whole nother video. So before I go off on another tangent, anyways, you learn how to change depends. You learn about how to give medication. You learn different signs of stroke, of distress. You learn CPR, first aid, just, basically anything that you can really think of that you might need. That's what you learn in the CNA class. And on average, a CNA class is about 12 weeks long. At the end of that course, you will go through what's called clinicals, where you will go to a predetermined nursing home or personal care home. Just depends on where what your school has a deal with, who your school has a deal with. I did mine in a nursing home, which is what helped me come to the conclusion that a nursing home is not for me, that I needed to be a travel CNA. I needed to go into people's homes. That's where I felt more comfortable. That is where I'm happy. That's where I've been throughout my entire career. So basically your clinicals are going to be 2 days. I think they're, God, it's been so long since I've been in CNA school. I think your shifts are 8 hours long. So, no, 10. Yeah, they're 10 hours long. So you have to get 20 hours of clinicals in before you can get your license. So now what do you do after you get your license? You want to get a job, right? So, the best way to do that, this is actually how I did it. I just Googled CNA jobs, and it just, it came up with, listings for nursing homes, for travel agencies, for, we have one hospital with 2 campuses in my city, so those jobs popped up. It's just and then there are some links that will just put you in a searching for a CNA job database, and you can actually get calls from different agencies. Unfortunately, some of those agencies will not be in your area. So, when you ask them, okay, well, hey, where are you located? Sometimes they'll tell you you're in Georgia, they're in California, and you just don't have the means to to move to California right now. So you just have to be wary of that. Listen, the big thing about applying for these jobs is, unless you're just absolutely terrible, you can always find a job. And in some ways it's kind of unnerving to me, because it's just such a desperate situation where your agencies and your like your hospitals and all that, they're all constantly growing. There's a constant need for caregivers. So, they have to at least, try out pretty much anybody that will. Obviously, if there are red flags, they won't hire you, but you get what I'm saying. So, but yeah, like that is the beauty of this line of work, is it is not hard to find a job. And also, like, I can't believe I didn't mention this before. I mean, you could be a private caregiver for a private family. I wouldn't suggest that, just simply because, like, when your client passes, that's it. You have no work for, like, the foreseeable future until you find another client, which is why I love agencies, because, and you also have to be kind of picky about your agencies. I've worked for one agency that they were not professional. I will not ever name their name. They were not professional. They didn't communicate well with the aides or with the families, and you either had way too many hours or you didn't have any hours at all, really. The agency that I'm with now, has been amazing. They keep in contact with their aides and their families. They make sure that every client is matched with the best possible person that can come into their home. And it's just, they do right by everyone. And I love that. I love the ladies that started this company and how they started it. And I love the ladies that work in the office. It's just, they are just amazing people to work for and work with. So basically, I'm a huge advocate for being a travel aide, because I mean, it's like you're working for yourself, but you're not. And it's just, you have no worries, because that even when your client passes, and it's hard. Like, I've just dealt with one of my clients passing recently, and it was really, really hard for me because I was with her for over a year. And let me tell you, you get really attached to these people, and they get attached to you, and their families get attached to you, and it is the best and the worst feeling, because the reason you're there is to help soften that transition and to the end of their life. And just like going in there knowing that you're a little bit guarded, but then you let your guard down, and before you know it, you're family. And that's something that I looked for a very long time. Like, I don't know why I waited so long to use my license, because when I did my clinicals, even though I had decided I would never ever work in a nursing home, I loved those people that I worked with. I loved those residents. So, like, I knew deep down that this is where my heart was. This is where I needed to be in some capacity. So now that I'm doing it, I I'm living my dream, and it's the best feeling and the worst feeling, and it's so happy, so sad, you know. But anyways, basically that's pretty much all there is to finding a job. As far as the interviewing process and starting your job, a lot of your agencies they'll have a uniform for you, or they'll have like a color scheme that you have to go by for your scrubs. You'll need to get an annual TB screening, which is just a little it's just a little prick like right underneath the first layer of skin. It's going to make a little bubble up there, and if you don't have tuberculosis, you know, the bubble will go down within a couple of hours or maybe the next day. And then you're going to need your MVR. You're going to need proof of car insurance. And that's about it, depending on what your state's guidelines are. Some states require an HIV screening before you're hired. It really depends on what kind of work you're going to have to be doing. Like if you're going to have to deal with like syringes, or, you know, or someone who is immunocompromised, you know, that might come up. But other than that, I think that's about it. Like if I didn't cover something that you think I should have covered, or if you have any extra questions, just put them down below in the comment section, and I will get back to you guys later with another video. Bye.